Hello, everybody. Join us now for another Brooklyn ball game, brought to you by your favorite Post cereals and their terrific new teammate, Post Sugar Crisp. Yes, sir, Post is back to bring you the Dodgers again as they take on the New York Giants in the second of this three-game series here at Ebbets Field, Brooklyn, USA. This is the old redhead, Red Barber, and Connie Desmond will be along in the middle of the ball game, and between us, we'll take care of the play-by-play assignment. And your seat behind home plate today, no matter whereabouts in the United States you are, your seat is reserved thanks to your loyalty to Post cereals and your all-out cheers for sensational new Post Sugar Crisp. So with Post as your host, let's look around here at Ebbets Field and see what's on the docket. Public address announcer Tex Ricketts is busily going down the respective batting orders, and as you can gather by the cheers, this locale being Brooklyn, he's giving the Brooklyn batters. The starting pitchers will be Jack Kramer, the veteran right-hander who was sold by the Boston Red Sox during the winter to the New York Giants. Kramer will be making his debut in the National League. Jack Kramer will start for Leo DeRoche's Giants, and Dan Bankhead, the first Negro pitcher in the history of the major leagues, will get his first starting assignment for the Dodgers. When Bankhead was up and broke the ice a couple of years ago at Brooklyn, he only got in 4 games and on every occasion was a relief pitcher. So this is his Major League starting debut, and so thus it's a big afternoon for both of these right-handers. Kramer last year with the Red Sox won 6 and lost 8. He had a big year with Joe McCarthy, if you'll recall, in 48 when he won 18 and lost 5. In 44 with the Browns, Kramer won 17 and lost 13. That was the year the Browns went for their only pennant. And in the World Series against the Cardinals, he had a win and was not defeated. Bankhead last year was at Brooklyn's Montreal Farm, and he won 20 and lost 6. Each of these pitchers has pitched impressively this spring, and that explains why they are getting the starting assignments. This clear, sunshiny, although it is a cool Saturday afternoon here at Brooklyn. Now for the invading Giants, and it's always a hot time in Brooklyn when the Giants come over. It's always a hot time whenever these two clubs tangle anywhere. Ed Stanky is leading off for the Giants. Whitey Lockman hits number 2 in left field. Third baseman Henry Thompson is batting third for New York. Rookie Don Mueller, M-U-E-L-L-E-R, is in right field. Center fielder Bobby Thompson. There are 2 Thompsons. Center fielder does not spell his name with a P in it. It's just T-H-O-M-S-O-N. Bobby Thompson in center. Alvin Dark, who came to the Giants along with Stanky from the Braves in that big winter deal. Dark is at short. Jack Hoshman, the rookie first baseman, hits 7. Wes Westrom is catching, and Kramer is the pitcher. The umpires have just come out, and there's a conference at home plate between the 3 wearers of the blue serge suits. Groundkeeper Ed Durham, Alvin Dark bringing up the batting card for the Giants, and Captain Pee Wee Reese bringing up the batting order for the Dodgers. And the Brooklyn batting order that Reese has on his card is in this wise. Reese himself leading off at short. George Schuber is in left field. Jim Russell is in center field. Duke Snyder is the regular center fielder, but he has a heavy cold, which has given him some trouble. He missed the exhibition games of last weekend at the stadium with the Yankees because of this same malady. So Russell is in center. Russell played left yesterday. His first game was a Dodger. They got him from the Braves during the winter, and he had a home run and a triple. Jackie Robinson, the defending batting champion and the league's most valuable player. Robinson at second is hitting 4th for the Dodgers. Then comes Carl Ferrello in right field. Hodges, the first baseman, is batting 6th. Rookie Bobby Morgan, who is hitting very well, hits safely in all 3 games. Morgan at third. Roy Campanella, whose grand slam home run in the 3rd inning sunk the Giants beyond hope yesterday. Campanella catching, and Dan Bankhead is the pitcher. The umpires, Douglas Scotty Robb is back of the plate. That's R-O-B-B. Al Barlick and Augie Donatelli will be on the bases. And now Miss Gooding will play and sing the national anthem. To those of you who are tuned in for your first time to a Brooklyn broadcast, as this is the first Brooklyn regular season broadcast to be on a coast-to-coast hookup, in addition to the station in New York that usually carries the games and has been doing so for 9 years. That is a pregame custom at Ebbets Field, the playing and singing of the national anthem before every single ball game. Not just the first game of the year, or not just at some special holiday. That's how they feel about it here at Ebbets Field. The Dodgers have taken the field. Dan Bankhead, slender, loose-jointed right-hander. Roy Campanella, stocky catcher. That's the battery. Big Gil Hodges at first base. Jackie Robinson at second. Captain Pee Wee Reese at short. And rookie Bob Morgan is at third. Billy Cox, who might have started at third base, except he hurt his back, rejoined the club yesterday and is recovering all right. In left field, George Schuber, who's having his second real chance with the Dodgers. Schuber in left. In center field, Jim Russell, who's turned out to be a very valuable player, came to the Dodgers in that Sam Jethro deal with the Braves. And in right field, it is Carl Ferrello from Reading, Pennsylvania, and they call him the Reading Rifle. Now, Ed Stanky is first up for the Braves. With a crouch right-hand hitter, Bankhead's first pitch, fastball high inside for ball one. Stanky, this young season for the Giants, has 3 hits out of 12 at-bats. He's stocky, small, bends at the knees, outfield a little toward left. Bankhead pitches low outside for ball two. Stanky is one of the best judges in all baseball of a pitched ball. He holds the National League record for bases on balls, and nobody gave him any deliberate walks because he was such an awesome hitter. He just earned those walks. Bankhead throws outside with a curve, and he's behind ball 3. 3 balls, no strikes. This is a momentous occasion for Bankhead, trying to make the Brooklyn club. It's his first start in a major league game. Leo DeRocha, the Giant manager, his own third base coach. Freddie Fitzsimmons is coaching at first. Now the 3-0 pitch. Ball 4, and Stanky walks, throws his bat away, and off the first he trots, so Bankhead walks the first man he pitches to without throwing him a strike. And that's a bit of a danger sign, and here's Robinson coming in from second base. Campanella goes out to the mound. Post Cereals, very happy to be your host. P-O-S-T, Post. And the newest of the Post cereals is Sugar Crisp. Grand cereal and a swell snack. And it's the hottest thing that's come down the road. Look for them in the cellophane bag at your friend the grocer's here. And in addition to the words Post and Sugar Crisp, you'll notice there are 3 little honey bears right on the front. Bankhead in Montreal last year walked about as many fellows as he struck out. He walked 170 and he struck out 176. Puddy Lockman, left-hand hitter for the Giants, batting at .333. Takes a call strike. Bankhead came down with his change. He slowed up on it and had it over. Campanella is most apt to make a pitcher use a change-up ball when he is getting wild. In other words, he makes him stay away from the fastball. Hodges holding first against Stanky, who's not too fast a runner. The Brooklyn infield halfway up, ready to go either way on a ground hit ball or a bunt. Outfield toward right. Lockman pulls. Fast curve swung on, fly ball out into center. Right to Russell, who comes in. He can't get it. He gets away from the ball. Suddenly sunk. Stanky goes on to second base and holds on. Russell seemed to have that ball right there up against his belt buckle. He just stood waiting. We said it was right after Russell. Then suddenly at the last moment, he ran in a step and dove for the ball and had to trap it. The ball must have suddenly sunk. The wind is not blowing in, the wind is blowing out. So it wasn't a question of the wind holding up the ball. It was a question of that ball probably sinking. Sometimes those line drives do that. So it is to be scored as a base hit. So there's a break for New York. Break against Bankhead. And let's see now whether the Giants can exploit this opening or just what happens. Yesterday's ball game, the first meeting of these two clubs, the Dodgers hammered the Giants early and often and beat them 8-1. The Giants have lost all 3 of their games this year. The Dodgers, after losing their first game with Philadelphia, won the next 2. So Giants at first and second, and Henry Thompson, the Negro third baseman for the Giants, who broke the ice for the Polo Grounders, left-hand hitter, is up and takes a fastball low inside at the knees. Ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. Down in the Brooklyn bullpen, a fellow who wears number 13 by deliberate design, Ralph Branca, is warming up. Big towering right-hander warming up with Sam Narron, the Dodgers bullpen catcher. Campanella goes out to the mound again to talk to Bankhead. Dom's in trouble. He put himself in trouble by walking Stanky without throwing a strike. And then something happened to that line drive, and Russell, who is a sure judge of a ball, didn't come up with it after standing there waiting confidently. 1-0 pitch. Quick curve in there for a called strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. Dodger infield has to be ready for the bunt if that's the way Leo wants to play it. Batter Thompson. This is Thomp-Son, Henry Thompson, the left-hand hitting third baseman. Hitting at 375, 3 for 8 this year in a crouch. The pitch, he takes a curve high inside for ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike. Bankhead, born in Empire, Alabama, makes his home now in Memphis, Tennessee, 6'1", 185 pounds, and probably the loosest looking fellow on the mound you ever saw. In position, pitches, fastball swung on and foul back, so the Giants have refused to go for the buck. And the count is now 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. DeRocha coaching at third hollers, all right, Henry. So we have action at Ebbets Field, Brooklyn, and there's always action here. Broadcast is toward right. Groundkeeper Ed Durham, under the supervision of business manager Jack Collins, got this ballpark manicured to where it looks like you could eat off of it any place you wanted to. Henry Thompson steps out to get Tyler waiting. 2 balls, 2 strikes, no score. The Giants threatening here in the top of the first inning at Ebbets Field. Bankhead in position. Henry Thompson crouches, severe crouch, left-hand hitter. Right-hander deals, curve, tip, foul, and it's 2-2 still. Campanella was fighting it like it was a mad bumblebee trying to hold it, but he couldn't do it. Catchers are not expected to hold foul tips. There's never any error charged against them. Any criticism leveled if they do not hold them. If they do hold them, fine. If they don't, well, that's the way it goes. Now let's see. Bankhead coming to his stop. Looks at second. Deals. Curve way outside for ball 3. He was a long way away from the plate on that one. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Dan Bisley chewing gum out there. He doesn't look like he weighs 185. He is so bony and angular, and he has a tremendously loose hip motion. Stanky at second, Lockman at first. Stanky not too fast at second. Lockman can fly at first. Infield and double play depth. 3-2 count. They might be running. Let's see. They pitch, they don't go, and it's a curveball drilled out into right field. It's up against the wall for an extra base hit. Pirello plays it on the bound. Stanky's coming around third toward the plate and scores on the single, and into third goes Lockman, and it is 1-0 New York. And DeRocha was right when he didn't bunt Thompson when he produced that base hit. So the Giants have gone out in front and lead 1-0, have men at first and third and nobody out. Looks like you got in here just in time because the pot is bubbling here at Brooklyn. Commissioner A.B. Chandler is just coming in the ballpark now with President Branch Rickey, and they're taking a box down by the Brooklyn dugout. See that also from the commissioner's staff is Dick Butler. Business manager Jack Collins down there with them. The commissioner was at Yankee Stadium yesterday. Ebbets Field today. Bankhead making his first major league start. Got nobody out, pitching to his 4th hitter. Delivers, curveball swung on, hit down to Robinson, who's up with it, goes to Reeves at second, 1 out, 4 in the first, double play, and Lockman scores from third, and it's 2-0 in favor of the Giants. Mueller bangs into a DP. It's the first double play that the Dodgers have come up with against the Giants, and their 3rd double play of the year. Lockman, of course, cruised in from third on the double play, so the Giants have 2 runs in. Under the present scoring rules, Mueller cannot be credited with an RBI. Because the run scored when he was banging into an infield twin killing. Robinson to Reese and on to Hodges. So 2-0 favor New York. Both runs earned. And here is Bobby Thompson. Right-hand hitting, very tall center fielder. Bankhead delivers a curve, swung on, is beaten down to the dirt, foul. Strike 1. This kid, Bobby Thompson, was born in Glasgow, Scotland. So he's come a long way, hasn't he? However, as an infant, his family moved to Staten Island, one of the 5 boroughs in New York, and he came up with the Giants rather than with the Dodgers. He never was a Dodger fan. Wonderful ball player. Hit .309 for the Giants last year, 6'2", 190 pounds. Backhand pitches, fastball swung on, foul back. No balls, 2 strikes. Leo DeRocha will tell you that he believes that this fellow up at the plate, his center fielder, Bobby Thompson, Thomson, can, in 100 yards, outrun anybody in baseball. He says he doesn't know whether Thompson can outrun Jethro of the Braves at 60 yards, but he knows he can at 100. Believes he can. This fellow can fly, long stride. Pitch, strike 3, fastball over. So Banquez settles down after looking to be right there in the pickle bat. 2 runs for the Giants on 2 hits. The double play finally turned the tide. So it's 2-0 in favor of the Giants, and the Dodgers are coming in for their first licks for the afternoon. And look here, friends. Here's just a simple point-blank question from the old redhead to all of you. Do you eat cornflakes? Chances are you do. But look, here's the important thing. There's a difference in cornflakes, a real difference. You up and try Post Toasters, and you'll see just what we mean. Yes, sir, there's a difference in cornflakes, and it's post-toasting that makes that difference. Now, once you eat them, you'll agree. Post Toasters are extra crisp, extra delicious, better in every way. Post Toasters are fresher, too. Fresher than ever before. Now so fresh that they taste just toasted. So next time that you stop by Joe the Grocer's, don't ask for cornflakes. Ask for Post Toasters, the better cornflakes. That's guaranteed fresh Post Toasters, one of the famous Post cereals. Try them all, yeah? This is a rather historic broadcast, as we told you at the beginning, and the Post cereal folks are very happy to make it possible, working in cooperation with the Brooklyn Ball Club and the WMGM, which is the station that for 8 years has been doing all the Brooklyn games in New York, because today stations of the Columbia Broadcasting System are joining in too with the coverage outside of New York. And so it is coast-to-coast coverage of baseball's most colorful, dynamic team, the Dodgers. And we are glad to have you along. You come with us all the home Saturdays that Brooklyn is at Ebbets Field. And you see on your baseball schedules that the Dodgers are going to be in Brooklyn. And we're going to be with you. You're going to help us be there, too, by the fact that you tell Joe the Grocer that you want Post Toasters, or any of the Post cereals, or the newest, Sugar Crisp. Okay, here we go with Captain Pee Wee Reese and Jack Kramer making his first start in the National League. Comes down with a strike over the plate. Kramer's a trim-looking right-hander. He throws a fastball, throws slow curves. Good control. Reese has 3 for 14, hitting a 214 right now. Kramer pumps, kicks, throws. There's a sharp curve over for called strike 2. Kramer. Jack Kramer. Well along, 32 years. Outfield shaded toward left. Reese swinging from the end, swings, and there's a high pop fly in the short left center. Left fielder Lockman's in, under it, and he takes it for out number 1. So we have 1 up and 1 gone for Brooklyn. Last of the first inning. The Giants leading 2-0, and this is baseball's most heated rivalry. Giants and the Dodgers. And DeRocha and the Giants trying so hard to win their first one. They've been under very heavy criticism for losing their first 3. Especially in the face of that big deal that was made with the Boston Braves during the winter. You know, when Stanky and Doc came from Boston to New York, and the Giants sent Sid Gordon, Willard Marshall, Buddy Carr, and Sam Webb to the Braves. And then the first 2 games of the season, the Braves played the Polo Grounds, won them both. And in the second game, Gordon hit 2 home runs, won a grand slammer. Boy, that's really having that boomerang come back and hit you right between the eyes. But as Leo said today, it's a long season. George Schuber, left-hand hitter, takes a high outside fastball. Ball 1. Schuber has 1 for 8. He's being given another chance. Outfield around toward right side of the infield is back. It's a bright sun and a bright sky. Pitch. Slow curve right over for a call strike. Kramer's one of these fellows that pumps and hitches and tries to catch you between swings. Pitches a great deal to the style of Preacher Rowe, by the admission of Kramer's new manager, DeRocha. Milton Stock is the Brooklyn third base coach. Jake Pitler, old Sugarfoot Jake. This is his 56th birthday. Pitler coaching at first. Westrom gives the sign. Kramer pitches, and Schubert takes a fastball low outside for ball 2. Kramer kicked on it, asked where the pitch was, and plate umpire Rob motioned outside. Third baseman Henry Thompson is about 3 full steps over towards short. Shortstop Doc is almost directly behind the bag. The outfield is swung drastically into right, and they're playing Schubert wider than I've seen any ball club play him, but pulled toward right field. In other words, straightaway left field is wide open, and inside third base it's wide open. Schubert takes a curve over good for a call second strike, 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. They really ganged up into right field on this fella. Pitler hauling down from first base. Come on, George, you're the fella. Jack Kramer with 1 out, pitching his first inning in the National League. He's fidgeting around out there on the mound. There's nobody on base. Pumps once, pumps twice. Right-handed kicks high, throws. Fastball swung on, drilled deep out into right center field. Back goes Thompson, way back in the corner, and makes the catch 390 feet away in the right center field corner. So Schubert tagged it, but it's just out number 2. 2-man gone, and Jim Russell playing his second game as a Dodger. He's a switch hitter, or some people say a turnaround hitter, and he's batting left-handed against right-hander Kramer. Russell went 2 for 4 yesterday. He hit a home run, and he hit a triple. And for every home run that is hit in a Brooklyn ball game, or every shutout pitch, there is an award of a case of Post Sugar Crisp. So Russell collected yesterday. The pitch, fastball on the outside. Ball 1. Kramer monkeys around, pitches here, pitches there. Al Barlick, the first base umpire, just noticed that the bag had been kicked a little bit out into foul ground, so he runs up there and kicks it back into fair. Attention to small details, very important. Umpiring anything else. Slow curve outside to Russell, and it is ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes. Doc is coming in from short and is talking to Kramer. Apparently, Doc must have noticed that Kramer has kicked on a couple of decisions at the plate. Maybe he's saying something to him. The Giants on top 2-0. They got 2 runs off Dan Bankhead right at the bell. Bankhead began his own difficulties by walking Stanky. That's the first rule in the book for pitchers. Don't walk them, and certainly don't walk that first. 2-0 pitch. Curve outside for ball 3. That was a big, slow rainbow. 3 balls, no strikes. In case you just joined us on this broadcast with the best wishes of Post Cereals, Stanky walked. Went to second base as Lockman's line drive apparently suddenly sank in front of Russell. Russell seemed to have it caught all the way and then dove for it, and too late. Thompson singled off the right field wall to get 1. Mueller hit into a double play, and the second run came over. There's a call strike for Russell on the outside. 3-1. Fine crowd here at Ebbets Field, and the Dodgers and Giants will be here tomorrow. Game time tomorrow, 2 o'clock, and business manager Collins told us before today's game there are 14,000 seats of all kinds that will be available on sale at the park tomorrow when the gates are open, around noon. 3-1 pitch, ball 4, and Russell becomes the first Dodger runner with a base on balls with 2 out last first inning. Jackie Robinson, who is hitting so far with 6 hits for 11 at-bats at 544, the defending batting champion, presented by Ford Quick yesterday with a silver replica of a baseball bat sent by the Louisville Slugger people. The Hillerick Memorial bat, emblematic of winning the batting title last year. He was also voted the league's most valuable player. Robinson, his weight now is 208 pounds. He's in fine shape. Playing him straight away. The wind is blowing to right field. Curve is good on the outside for a call strike. Jack, I think, is a little unhappy about it, but he didn't turn around. For the Giants, the veteran Jack Kramer, making his first National League appearance. He was formerly over there in the American League with the Browns and the Red Sox. Wes Westrom is catching. Jack Hoshman at first. Russell is leading off at that point, 2 out. Stanky at second. Alvin Dock at short. The third baseman is Henry Thompson. Kramer in position, deals, curve high, and it is ball 1. It was very high. 1 ball, 1 strike. In left field for New York, Whitey Lockman. The center fielder is Bobby Thompson, and the right fielder is Don Mueller. Pick the umpires again. It is Doug Scotty Robb back of the plate. Al Bollock is at first base, and Donatelli, rookie National League umpire, this is his second series in the National League, is at second. Kramer coming down to his set position. Delivers. Robinson swings and misses. There was a ball that was sinking. Took a little bit off of it. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Crowd sort of quiet for the moment, but they don't stay quiet at Brooklyn long. Robinson holding it club down by the end. Strong right-hand hitter. George Sisler has helped him a great deal to become the fine batter that he is. 1-2 pitch. Curve outside. Jack takes it for ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Kramer, in no hurry at all. Back of the mound, fooling with the rosin bag. 2-2. Russell, ready to get up and go. Just as quick as you can say, Sugar Crisp. Anything happens with 2 out. Pitch, curve, swung and hit down to second baseman Stanky, who's up with it. The throw goes over to first. Robinson's out about 2 running steps. Stanky to Hoshman, and that's all for the first inning. There's really nothing to it when you add it up. So at the end of the first inning, 2 runs, they both earned, 2 hits and no errors for the Giants. For the Dodgers, no runs, no hits, and no errors. Now let's see what's on that post scoreboard, and then we'll see about identifying the station. So let's see. In the National League, nothing yet on the Cardinals and the Cubs. Philadelphia playing at Boston. Kurt Simmons will go for the Phillies, and Warren Spahn, top-winning left-hander in the league last year, will go for the Braves. Spahn making a second start. He beat the Giants opening day. Cincinnati's at Pittsburgh, and at the end of the first inning, it is 3-0 in favor of the Pirates. Hetke for Cincinnati and Chesney for Pittsburgh. In the American League, Washington is playing New York at the Stadium. Steve Nagy for Washington, and Bob Porterfield starting for the Yankees. Staub is starting for the Boston Red Sox at Philadelphia against Alex Kellner. And that gets you up to date. And now, let's take a 20-second pause for station identification. Hello, everybody, and those of you who may have just joined us, this is Red Barber speaking to you for Post Cereals from behind home plate at Ebbets Field, Brooklyn. The Giants are at bat in the second inning. Alvin Dock first up, and New York is ahead of Brooklyn 2-0. Dan Bankhead for the Dodgers delivers a fastball that's drilled in for a called strike. Dock is hitting at .417. He's gotten off to a good start with the bat. He has 5 for 12. He's a fine ball player. Open stance, feet wide apart. Takes a curve for a called second strike. Nothing in 2. No balls, 2 strikes. Hatfield. Swing around into left. Infield is up a step because this fella can run. Dock backs out of there. Takes the heavy end of his bat, knocks some play out of his spikes. The infield has been treated with Mulder sand this year. It has a darkish gray color. But it's very free, and Bankhead strikes him out. That makes Dock chase a low outside hook. Second strikeout for Daniel. And rookie Jack Hoshman stepping up.
Jack Hoshman, first base.
H-A-R-S-H-M-A-N. Jack Hoshman. Minneapolis last year hit .270. Boy, indigenous to San Diego, California. 6'2", 180 pounds. 2-0 favor the Giants. Fine, sunny afternoon. Harshman takes a fastball that's too low. 0-1. Throw. Let a curve go inside the shin. 4-2. We'll keep you posted on the other ball games as they go along. Bankhead pitches 2-0. Call strike. At the end of the first inning in the ball game between the Washington Nationals and the New York Yankees, it's 1-0 favor the Yankees, who have gotten off to a good start this year. The Red Sox are leading at Philadelphia over the Athletics 3-0 at the end of an inning and a half. At the end of 2 innings now, Philadelphia, Boston in the National League, it's no score. The 2-1 pitch to Harshman, foul tipped, and it's now 2-2. The Cincinnati-Pittsburgh game is now at the end of 3 innings, and it is 6-1 in favor of the Pirates behind Bob Chesney. Hetke, who started for Cincinnati, was replaced in the second inning by Kurt Peterson. Outfield, round to the right. Harshman, left-hand hitter, claimed to pull. This year he's had 2 hits for 11 at-bats, walk of 182. But percentages are not too indicative this early. 2-2 pitch, fastball, foul tip, still 2-2. Bankhead, turn that one loose. 2-2. Dan steps up on the mound. He can throw that ball. Sets. Delivers. Another foul ball. Back on the screen. 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Giants 2. Dodgers nothing. The wind is rather gusty this afternoon. At times it is strong, then it seems to slow down. But the prevailing course of the wind is out to right field, which is the short field here at Ebbets Field. Those of you who have never seen the park or heard about it, maybe we'll better describe it for you. The 2-2 pitch to Harshman, swung on, a ground foul outside first. Frederick Fitzsimmons stops it with his foot. Still 2-2. Right field at Ebbets Field is one of the famous fields in all athletics, not just baseball alone. It's a concrete wall in right field, which goes up 20 feet off the ground. Then there is an additional 20 feet of wire screen on top of it. So the right field fence, while it is short here at Brooklyn, is very high. It's 40 feet high. So you just don't pop one into Bedford Avenue, which is a big 6-lane highway in back of it, on just a little bunted ball. 2-2 pitch. The curve just missing low inside, and Bankhead and Campanella are both unhappy at Rob's call on that. It's ball 3. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Bankhead really wound up, and he can wind up on himself, too. The distance down the right field line at Brooklyn, which is relatively short, is 297 feet. Bankhead stands at the back of the mound. However, in right center field, the wall slanting away is 395 feet. Then you have double-deck stands beginning in right center field and going all the way around the rest of the park and coming right back into the right field corner. In other words, it is just right field itself that has the wall, 20 feet of concrete, 20 feet of screen, and the scoreboard is also out there, and the scoreboard is stuck out in front of it, which causes a series of angles. The 3-2 pitch. Strike 3 swing curveball. He swung on. Well, Bankhead has struck out the first 2 here in the second innings, 3 strikeouts all told. He got off to a shaky start, walking Stanky, then having Lockman's line drive sink in front of Russell when it looked to be a certain catch for an out. Then Thompson hit the right field wall for a single, the wall we were talking about. Mueller banged into a double play. The Giants had 2 runs, but from that time on, Bankhead has gotten 5 outs, pitching to his last 4 men. Wes Westrom, the right-hand hitting catcher for the Giants, been around parts of the last 2 years. Open stance. Takes a curve outside. Ball one. Weston this year has not come up with a base hit, and he's been up officially 6 trips. 2-0. Favor the Giants. Always business when the Giants and the Dodgers are on hand. Throw. Let up ball low inside. Ball 2. Posterior folks from Battle Creek, Michigan way. Very happy to be sending you this ball game from Brooklyn way. And whenever the Dodgers are home on Saturday, so will come these broadcasts. 2-0 pitch. Curve over. Good. Call strike. 2 balls, 1 strike. 2-1. Outfield toward left. To play Weston with pull. Bankhead right-handed deals. Fastball low outside. 4-3. 2-0 hard. Fitzsimmons coaching in first hollers, "Hey, Wes, come on, get a good ball." Ebbets Field is one of the smallest ballparks in the major leagues. It seats nominally about 32,000. And part of its great charm is its complete and immediate intimacy with the game itself. You're never far away from the players. 3-1 pitch, curve swung on and fouled on top of the third base stands and out of the park. 3-2. So whenever you are at Brooklyn, you are actually in the ball game, so to speak. You don't have any great chasms and caverns and yawning distances, etc. You can see the players, hear them, hear what the coaches say. There's a lot of truth in the statement that has endured through the years. There's never a dull day with the Dodgers, and certainly never at Ebbets Field. Something in the atmosphere around here. If something's going to happen, it'll happen here at Brooklyn. 3-2 pitch. The high fly ball resultant deep out into left center. Russell, the center fielder, is under it, waiting. He's got it. Ball, nothing across for the Giants in the top half of the second inning. At the end of an inning and a half, it remains New York 2 and Brooklyn nothing. Carl Ferrello coming on now to be first up for the Dodgers, last of the second inning, followed by Gil Hodges and then by Bob Morgan. Jake Pittler coaching at first base for the defending National League champions. Milton Stark at third. Ferrello, who's hitting in August and September, had much to do with Brooklyn coming up with a pennant. He was hitting almost 500 there in the stretch, and that's the mark of the ball player that he is. Ferrello hitting now 3-for-15, 231. Outfield back into right. Stanky on orders from DeRocher in the bench moves back deep at second base. Right-hander Kramer pitches a curve. It's a called strike. It's a big slow bender. Broke away from the hands and caught the inside slice. No balls, 1 strike. Fellow has something in his eye. Steps out of the box for the moment. Kramer pumping. Veteran right-hander. Kicks, throws. Let a ball in on the hands. He tried to make that look like the pitch just now when he broke the curve off the hands and over. But Ferrello stayed off of it, and the count goes to 1-1. Kramer uses a lot of slow stuff. Manager Bert Shotton of the Dodgers, who doesn't wear a uniform, sitting back there in the dugout. 1-1 pitch, fastball, low outside. Ball 2. First the slow curve, then the slow pitch up on the hands, trying to look like that slow curve again, but it didn't, and then the fastball trying to crisscross on the outside. 2 balls, 1 strike. Ferrello choking his stick just a little. He's quite strong. 2-1 pitch, fastball outside, 4-3. So Kramer is behind now, 3-1. Ferrello has the orders. He looks at third base coach Milton Stark, who usually is the central man in the Brooklyn wigwag system. Stark, of course, keeps his eyes glued on Boss Shotton. They're in the dugout for the word. In the major leagues, these fellas just don't go out there and do as they please, take orders. The 3-1 pitch. Swung on, hit sharply down to short. Alvin Dark is up with it. Plenty of time for the throw to first, which is accurate with a Hoskman, and Ferrello's out by 2 steps. So Carl was hitting and grounded out short to first.
Number 14.
Gil Hodges, big first baseman, stepping up. Continue giving you some distances at Ebbets Field. To the straightaway lower center field stand, it's 393 feet. Right center field to the lower stands, double decked out there, 351. And in the left field corner, 348. Big Hodges has really been hotter than a $2 pistol. Hitting at 700, 7 for 10. Big, strong, strapping right-hand batter, outfield toward right. Takes a fastball for a call strike on the outside above the knees. Hodges is a magnificent athletic specimen. I don't know of anybody who has ever seen him that wants any part of it. He has the least trouble of any man on the face of the earth. And he's awfully good-natured, which everybody says is just grand. But if you're that strong, you ought to be good-natured. Fastball inside on the short ribs. Straightened him up again. 1 ball, 1 strike. One and one. Outfield deep, round toward left. Hodges is just coming into his own as a ball player. Big, strong guy from Indiana. 1-1 pitch, swung on. There's a high belt deep out of the left center field. Way back, Thompson goes back close to the stand. It's in there for a home run. Hodges has hit his second of the season. It's his 8th hit on 11 at bat. And that's the second time that he has tapped the kill for a case of Post Sugar Crisp. Here he is running his home run home. So he busted up him. Way out there where it is marked, 390 feet in the lower left center field stands. It gives Gil 2 home runs, 3 runs batted in. 8 hits for 11, and Bobby Morgan, who has 7 hits for 13, breaking in as a rookie. Stocky, blonde, right-hand batter. Morgan hitting at 538 is up there. So the Dodgers break through, and it's now a 2-1 game favor the Giants.